Hey everybody, it's April and it's time for your favorite time of the day, plank break. I'm at the office across the river in Henderson, Kentucky, and no co-workers around. Crickets, that's what I hear, crickets. Unfortunately, I can't convince or coerce other people into doing it with me, so I'm by myself today. And since I'm in a kind of a tight skirt, I'm going to do just forearms and hands today. So, setting up on your forearms. Even though I started on forearms yesterday, I'm going to do that again today. Because I can. And you know what? You can start out however you want. Forearms out in front of you. Reach around, grab the outside edges of your arms just so you have the right distance. Press your arms into the floor. Lift your upper back. Begin pulling in your belly, separating your shoulders. Come up on your feet, straightening your legs. Shift your weight forward slightly. Make sure your bottom or your hips aren't sticking up really high in the air. Again, that takes away from a lot of the core strengthening when you're lifting your rear end up too high. It does make it a little bit easier. I know that's why we tend to default into that, because it just takes a little bit of the pressure off, takes a little bit of the work out of your shoulders and out of your core. And one of the things about forearm plank, we're at 30 seconds, is forearm plank really gives you that workout in your abs that you're looking for. I mean, I've read where doing plank is actually a better workout for your abs than just doing crunches. So, not that you should never do crunches, but this is a great replacement for doing crunches. You're still going to get a big workout in your abs, and you'll notice it. You will notice a difference if you start doing planks every day and really engaging your abdominal muscles. We're at a minute. I don't think I gave you the 30-second countdown. I'm so sorry if you were working on 30 seconds. But maybe you tricked yourself. If you were hoping for 30 and I didn't tell you when we were at 30, maybe you just kept going and held it for a minute. Woohoo! And, hopefully you are holding it a little bit longer and getting stronger. Or maybe you're content with 1 minute. I'm really pretty much content with 5. I don't care about doing longer than 5 minutes. I think that's a great doable workout. And plus, I had to do a few other things. We're at 130, by the way, actually 135. Think about pressing your heels back. So we are toning our legs, working on your upper body strength, again, working on your core, strengthening your shoulders. You're also helping with your muscle definition, working on your nice posture. So you want to make sure your spine is nice and long. So you're not tucking your chin or looking up. You're just looking right out in front of your hands. 2 minutes. We're already at 2 minutes. Can you believe it? And I've held it longer on my hands than on my forearms. So today I'm going to see just how long I can hold on my forearms. I think forearms are a lot harder. And my arms start hurting more. My shoulders start hurting me a little bit more. Not pain, but it's discomfort. Wah, wah, wah. Anybody can make it through a little bit of discomfort. Okay, so we're at 2.5. Okay, I'm going to keep going. See if I can hold it on my forearms a little bit longer. I actually held on my hands the other day for 5 minutes. I don't know if you saw that or if you care, but I do. To me, that was a big moment because I hadn't held it on any one particular plank for 5 minutes yet. I've always been switching, which is a fun way to do plank. If you switch, it does help take your mind off of, ooh, my forearms are killing me, or, oh, I can't hold it on my hands anymore. 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Keep separating your shoulders. Keep pulling in your belly. This is the more you hold it, the longer you hold it, where sometimes things can start falling apart. You start letting your hips drop or your belly sag. Maybe you're not pushing into the floor anymore or letting your shoulders come together. And that's a lot of times a misconception about plank. People think they're supposed to be pulling their shoulder blades together, and they're not. You should actually be separating. Okay, we're at 3:30. Whew, I'm still going on my forearms. I'm not going to lie. I'm feeling it. Whew, keep breathing, and I'm going to keep talking. And you know how sometimes you can feel a little bit of a slump in your day and you're not feeling really motivated, but if you get up and hold a plank for a little while, it does help release endorphins, and it's a mood booster. It just helps you feel better about what you're doing. Okay, I am going to switch at 4 minutes. I've got to. 4 minutes. Okay, woo! I'm switching to my hands. If you switch, which you can at any time while you're doing your plank, try not to come down on your knees. Try to make it a nice smooth transition and find your good form again. So I'm pressing my hands into the floor, pulling in my belly, shifting weight forward slightly, pressing my heels back. So I've got my nice long line. Yesterday I was planking with Heidi and she laughed because I planked in my skirt at 4:30. But you know what? If you feel like you have to change your clothes every time to do a plank, you really don't. Sometimes you're just using that as an excuse or a reason maybe not to do your plank. Whew, we're at 4:45. Here we go. Coming up on the last 10 seconds. I got this. You can do anything for 10 seconds. My arms are shaking. Whew, I'm really feeling it. Pulling in my belly, pressing into the floor. I'm at 5. I'm going to hold it a little bit longer. See if I can hold it for 10 more seconds. I can. I know I can. And I'm at 5, 10. Whew. So maybe you come down on your knees and do a child's pose, or maybe you just collapse on the floor lying down. Doing these planks, it's a big deal. And another thing I was telling Heidi is a lot of times at 101 in November, we always do Planksgiving, and you work up to 5 minutes. And I was doing that every year, but then after that I never did it again. And I realized, I was kind of depriving myself. So that's one of the reasons for doing 5-minute plank every day, except on Saturday and Sunday I usually don't. But it's really helped build up my endurance and my strength and my arm definition, my muscle definition. So, okay, I'll be back again tomorrow.